Cuba's former leader, Fidel Castro, is dismissing persistent rumors that he was dead or dying, insisting that he is in good health. Castro calls the rumors lies spread by the imperialist press. On Monday, an article was published in Cuba's state-run newspaper along with a series of new photographs. CCTV's Michael Voss has the very latest now from Havana. Michael.
Elaine, the last time Fidel Castro was seen in public was back in March, and he suddenly stopped writing his regular newspaper articles in June, so it's hardly surprising that there's been speculation about the state of his health. But over the past week, rumors have swirled around the world, suggesting that he's had a major stroke and that he's on death's door, if not dead. And the Cuban authorities felt it was time they had to act. Fidel Castro is 86 years old and has undergone a series of major operations in recent years. In a new set of photographs taken by his son, Alex Castro, Cuba's former leader looks frail but able to stand alone with the aid of a walking stick. The pictures were published in a double-page spread in the official newspaper Granma, along with a letter from Fidel accusing the imperialist press of spreading stupidities about his health.
Phenomenal.
That should shut up those mouths which have been talking with such bad intentions about his deteriorating health.
The people who have been waiting for this were worried.
Over the weekend, Fidel Castro also met a visiting Venezuelan politician and afterwards accompanied him back to his hotel in Havana.
He spent 5 hours talking about agriculture, history, and international politics. He looked very well.
Fidel also stopped to chat with the hotel manager.
Fidel Castro had a lot of strength, a lot of spirit. He was very coherent. Physically, he looked very well.
Fidel Castro ruled Cuba for almost 50 years, an icon of the left, an evil dictator to his foes in the United States. It was ill health which finally forced him to step down in 2006. The last time he was seen in public was 7 months ago, when he brought his family to meet the Pope during a visit to Cuba in March. The exact nature of Fidel Castro's health remains a state secret, and if there is another prolonged absence, the speculation and rumors are likely to return. Fidel Castro also wrote about the Cuban Missile Crisis in this new article. It's 50 years ago this month that the world came to the brink of nuclear war after the US discovered that the Soviets were putting ballistic missiles on the island. We did it, Fidel Castro wrote, because they feared an invasion by the US. Our conduct was ethically irreproachable, he wrote, saying that he would never apologize for what happened.
Well, Michael, Fidel Castro had blamed a Spanish newspaper and some other news agencies for spreading the rumor that he was dead or dying. Do we know where they originated from?
There are several sources, but one of the key ones is a Venezuelan doctor who's living and working in Florida, an anti-Castro, anti-Chavez figure as far as we can see. He's the one who wrote that he had contacts in Venezuela, who had contacts in Cuba, who definitely said that he'd had a major stroke, was in a vegetative state and very close to death. Now, he's the same doctor who a few months ago said that Hugo Chavez was terminally ill and would die before the elections took place recently. Obviously wrong on both. Now, whether these are just malicious rumors or wishful thinking is very hard to tell.
And Michael, Fidel handed power over to his younger brother Raul more than 6 years ago. Do we know anything about his role today? Is he still the driving force behind the scenes, or is Raul in charge?
It's a question I put to a very senior Cuban politician recently, the president of the National Assembly, Ricardo Alarcón. His answer was that while Fidel Castro is kept informed of what is going on and they listen and respect his opinions, Raul Castro is firmly in charge of day-to-day government and policy in Cuba. Doubly so since last year he took over as first secretary of the Communist Party as well as being president.
Okay, Michael Voss reporting live from Havana, Cuba. Thank you so much for that report.